Hey and welcome to the channel. My name's Tristan, you're watching Precision Rifle Reviews, and today for the purpose of review we're taking a look at this bipod. It's a product from ACCU-TAC and quite simply it's a F-class bipod. Now F-class, typically those guys are using some pretty heavy guns and this one is a very robust bipod. I have never felt this rifle be so solid than having this bipod on it. The model that we're looking at is a FC-10 QD. So FC being the F-class bipod, 10 being the 10 inches high that it will stand at, QD being the quick detach mounting system that attaches via Picatinny rail. When you purchase it, you'll get the bipod, a decal, your warranty card, and that's all you need. It has screw-on feet. If you wanted to, you can go and purchase the screw-on spikes, and I love how easy these come on and off as an option. But just to get you quickly through some of the specs for this bipod, just really quick, I know it's boring, but anyway, material 6061 T6 aluminium or aluminum, depending on what country you come from. The minimum height is 5.5 inches or 139 millimeters. The maximum height, FC-10, is 10 inches or 254 millimeters. The minimum stance, which is the feet, minimum stance is 16 inches or 406 millimeters. That's with the legs at 90 degrees. Maximum stance is 20 inches, so this thing gets really broad at 508 millimeters, and that's with the legs at 90 degrees and deployed. The coating, they've called it a Type 3 hard anodized. The color is matte black, and the unit weighs 32.8 ounces. So that's all the specs on it for you. Now let's have a look at the bipod. The thing that I like most about this bipod is how easy it is to get the legs out. You quite simply, I'll just screw that rubber back on, you quite simply grab the leg and yank it out. Now bring the camera around this side and have a look at the teeth that are holding this thing in. If you were in the field and you weren't using it as a bipod, man, you could use that as a chaff cutter to cut down a tree or something. They are just so strong. Now if I press this button, they quickly, silently, very robustly retract back in, and that's you set. So just to demonstrate that again, out and in, it's that easy. Obviously these legs do not rotate as in turn because you don't need them to. You do have a fair few options as far as the positioning. So if I grab the leg, in order to move the leg, you just grab the whole thing and pull it forward. The whole leg is the sort of the function of moving it. So you have, if I just get it nice and straight for you, you have a 90 degree, straight forward position. You have a 45 degree forwards, 90 degrees straight down, 45 degrees backwards, and straight backwards. Now, in the 45 degree forward position, as I've got it there, it's very robust. You can load the rifle up very well, and it, like I say, is rock solid. If you were shooting off a rooftop or a cliff or something like that, you can then angle the rifle down and it becomes even more solid. So that's a fantastic feature. But let's just go ahead and put it into the straight down position. And there we go. You're right to go. And then for your legs open, you can just see how stable, and if I turn it side on, this rifle is becoming. It is absolutely unreal. As I move the camera around from left to right, first thing I want to point out here is that there is no bolt in the rifle, so it's safe for us to handle. So like I say, from that position, it is just so solid. And then if you wanted to bring it down, it's very quick to do it. Okay, spinning it back around, and I'm going to show you the pan feature. It's just got a simple lock-on lever here. It is a plastic lever, so that is locked. It won't pan at all. You just move it to the side and it will pan. What this bipod does not have, and it may rule it out for some people, but bear in mind it is a F-class bipod. It does not have cant, so you cannot rotate the rifle from left to right. But for people shooting like F-class, off a bench or off the solid ground, a long-range shooter like this one, that might not bother them because they're on flat surface anyway. If you need a little bit of cant, what you can do is deploy one side of the leg, and that will give you an element of cant. Now that might rule it out for some people, but like I say, it is an F-class bipod, so bear that in mind. I think with the pulling the leg out, it overcomes that, but that's up to you. The body here, as you can see, it comes down in sort of like a V sort of a cutout, and the reason for that is if you drew a line continuing off this leg and had it come up here, you will notice that the barrel sits under that sort of that axis, which lowers the center of gravity, and it's why this is so solid. When I've got this rifle set up on the bench with this bipod, especially with those legs at 45 degrees, it feels as though it's like, you know, hitched into a vice. It really is that rock solid. They're made out of the USA. I'm going to hyperlink all their information below. The only thing I will say with the QD, and this is just like, let's get picky. It's called a quick detach, but is it that quick? As is with a lot of this style bipods, in order to get them to quick detach, you will have to release the bipod, pan the rifle all the way to the left in order to give that quick release lever enough room to go all the way around to actually quick release off your bipod. But that's just me being super picky. Like I say, it's a quality item made in the United States by shooters for shooters, and particularly those in the F-class field. My name's Tristan, you've been watching Precision Rifle Reviews, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.